All right, ladies and gentlemen, a Virgo storm that's watching us on today. I do greatly apologize for the technical issue that we just had. For some reason, this reading was so powerful. It was so good. It was touching so many of you that's watching this broadcast on today that the forces tried to stop it. But we, Virgo storm, will not, will not allow anything to disturb the work that we're doing because we know that we're touching the lives of our followers. All right, so this is going to be part two, and I'm going to pick up just where we left off. All right, so I'm going to now speak to you about what you want. What you want. All right. Let me tell you what you want. Let me tell you what you want. And I heard you say maybe. I heard somebody say maybe when I said, do you want me to tell you what you want? If that was you, I want you to put that in the comment section. If you said maybe in your mind, put that in the comment section. I want to show the world that this is real. This is real, and it takes a special gift to be able to do the things that we do here at Virgo Storm. All right, you want victory over this situation. You want victory because you felt like you've been losing for so long. It seems that every single time you start to make leadway and you get 2 steps forward, you get knocked 10 steps backwards. My God. But guess what? You don't understand why this keep happening because you keep overcoming the obstacles. So guess what? If my man left me, if my woman left me, that's okay. I overcame that obstacle. I'm moving on with my life. Now I got a new man. Now they don't act right. So guess what? I felt so happy. I was so at peace. I was so good. I got a new woman. Guess what, man? She's the best thing since sliced bread. But it was something about her that just didn't sit well with me. But you still found a way to overcome those obstacles. So you already had the victory. Success. When you overcome obstacles, that's a success. Because everybody don't have the opportunity to overcome, or the skill set, or the mindset to overcome obstacles as they arise. You know why you had success? You know why you keep on jumping in hurdles? You know why you keep on getting over that brick wall? You know why those walls that you built keep on tumbling down? Because of your ambition. That's what it is. It's your ambition. It's your determination. It's your willpower. You're in control. So no matter what comes, you still find yourself prosperous. You still find yourself a winner. You still find yourself successful. Because of the control, the ambition, and the willpower that's already within you. It's here. It's inside of you. All we want to help you do here at Virgo Storm is help you tap into it and be that medium to you so that you can get those things that you desire, so that we can assist you in your thought process. And even if you didn't think it, once you hear it here at Virgo Storms, it'll start making sense to you. The pieces to the puzzle are going to start coming together. And as you're sitting back and re-listening to these readings, going back on the Virgo Storm tarot videos there on the playlist, you're going to start seeing, wow, that was about me. Wow. Oh my God, I missed that the first time I watched that live. Well, I missed that the first time I listened to that recording. But I want you to know that self-discipline is key. I heard somebody else out there saying, well, that's not me. I don't have a strong willpower. I don't have control. I don't have a determination to do anything. I lost all of that because someone stripped me of that. That's okay. With self-discipline, with hard work and focus. Self-discipline, hard work and focus, all on you. Get you together and watch how you will be able to have a total life-changing effect on all of those people around you. All right? Mm. 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 What they want. Woo! What they want. I understand why it came to me the way that it did with what you want first. And the sad truth is you want more for this person. You want more from this person than they want for themselves. This person is full of deceit. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If I'm talking to you, you already know who I'm talking about. I would say a name, but I don't want to scare y'all. The lies, the trickery, the cheating. That's why the one that's pregnant that's watching this, in the beginning of the reading, the cheating, the theft, yes, things that's been stolen from you. Oh man, I know I'm in somebody's house tonight. There's been a lot of underhanded things that is going on right under your nose, and you feel it, but you can't prove it. Let me say that again. There's a lot of underhanded things that has been going on right under your nose. You feel it, but you can't prove it. So now you convince yourself that it's not true. That's called deceit. You are being deceived. There's a lot of things that you're participating in that is very, very risky. Very risky. There's a friend, so you think, that appears to be your friend, and they're truly an enemy. They're spying, they're seeing what you have going on, and they're running back telling other people what's going on with you, but it's not at your best interest. So you got to strategically move, and you have to strategically deal with this person without letting them know that they are your enemy instead of your friend. Why? Because your enemy is very resourceful. That's why you put them in the friend zone. Because they have some things or access to some things that you just don't have access to. So yeah, I call you my friend. Why? Because you have something that I need. Right? Because of their resourcefulness. But once you get to where you need to go, I'm telling you now, there's some risky, dangerous behaviors that's going on amongst this friendship. You will have to escape those interactions with that person. You have to escape those interactions with that person. All right. Mm. Mm. What you ever thought about this? What even brings you with a person in the first place? No, you never thought about that, huh? I know, I know. This is what most of the time. I'm doing a reading, but I gotta kind of put my expertise in this as well. You remember when you were sad, and there was a person that came to you and said all of the right things. They did all of the right things. They whispered all of the right words in your ear. They held you all in the right ways. But they did this to comfort you because you were sad. Sadness is what has brought a lot of you together. The loss or grieving the loss of a loved one, the loss of a child, you know, has caused you to gravitate to someone just for the comfort. Why am I hearing that someone feel abandoned? Abandonment will cause you to gravitate to someone that you feel would never abandon you. Mm. Those traumas that's happened over the course of your life, those traumas that just seems to be unrepairable, like you can't come back from. You remember it at 50 years old, something that happened when you was 10. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those heartbreaks. There's a certain quality about a man that knows, Al Green said it best, y'all, that knows how to mend a broken heart. A real good man knows how to mend a broken heart. But changes has to resonate. Changes have to take place in order for you to even consider reconnecting yourself with someone else. So I'm here to encourage you all that this message is for, or this reading is for, to not isolate yourself. Get out the house. It doesn't matter if you feel loved or not. It doesn't matter if people view you as the person that you see yourself as or not. Don't let someone else's emotions dictate your actions. You're not lonely. You're not lonely. Even when you find yourself alone, you're still not lonely. Why? Because you have control over that emotion. Alright? But loneliness is oftentimes something, a force that causes us to unite ourselves with someone else. Now, we talked about what brings you together. So now let me give you what pulls you apart. Going back to childhood memories could ruin the togetherness that you have with this individual. past influences, people's opinions of the past, things that you may have said, done, people that you may have been around, socialized with, their past influences on you could cause your relationships to be pulled apart, been taken in disarray. I feel that someone is laughing right now, and I can hear you laughing. But did you know that the playfulness, that joking all the time, never taking anything serious, that significant other will pull away from you if they're a serious person, if they're a more intellectually inclined person. If they can't cuddle with you and have an intellectual conversation, the only thing they can do is tell jokes and laugh, they may not stick around long. Immaturity will cause people to pull away from you. Family. That's right. You know that one family member, I almost told you who it was, but you remember that one family member that when you introduced them to this fella, I don't know why I'm focused on women today. I think this reading is just leaning towards women. So guys, hey, I hope you're getting something out of this. Hey, let your wife listen to it, so they might get something from this. They might treat you better. I want all of you, male and females, to understand this. I'm hearing that stability again. The men need to hear this because the men has to be the protectors over the women. I know this is leaning towards the women. I understand that. But the men still need to hear this because we are the ones that's going to protect. We are the ones that have the control. We are the ones that have the authority. But so does the women in different aspects. See, the women's control is a more of a practical approach. The man's control is more or less, it's just a masculine thing. It's just a part of a man to naturally control things. And it's naturally for a woman to say okay or to be submissive. But I know that you're one of those women that doesn't submit easily. So men, listen to this. If the woman is not submitting unto you, then they don't see you as a man.
You just got hot.
I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm not sorry. I only can tell you what the cards are saying. So a woman only appreciates a man once he has conducted himself as such. A man doesn't have to be forceful, doesn't have to be controlling over a woman, but a woman loves to see a man take control. Let me give you an example. You go on the first date. The girl want to kiss you so bad, but you don't make the first move. Before you get the kiss, you got to do something before that. The woman knows what she wants you to do, but she's never going to say it. So what do you do first? You got to first get close to her. Right? You got to get close to her. You got to, maybe you got to take something and you got to feed her. See, you got to make sure that the stage is set. A real man already going to be able to identify because he's in control. But he's subtle with his approach. That's what a woman loves. I hear older man I believe you somebody to put this in the comment section when you watch this video. One of you ladies have been dating an older man that was childish, but you didn't want to let go until the conflict started coming. You finally let go. Now you afraid to move forward. You gravitated to this older man because of the lack of your father figure in your life. The reasons why you wanted the older man wasn't because of the sexual capabilities of this older man. It was because you was looking for that father figure. You was looking for that embracing. You was looking for that man that just would take charge and lead you and direct you, no matter how old you are. That man was older than you. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Do not base your next relationship off of past experiences. Allow everyone to have a clean slate. Everyone have a clean slate. Okay? That's right, yes. You have to become emotionally intelligent. You have to become emotionally intelligent when it comes to your relationship. What do I mean? You gotta learn to trust every single person at some point that you have mingled with, entangled yourself with. You trust at one point 100%. Everyone, male, female, boy, girl, old, young, white, black, purple, green, orange, yellow. It doesn't matter what color, what nationality, straight, heterosexual, homo. It doesn't matter. Every single person has had 100% trust from you at some point. But when they start losing that trust, when you could no longer trust them, I gotta go back to it. When you lose the trust of a woman, man, I'm talking to you if you're still with me. When you lose the trust of a woman, 90% of the time, you'll never get it back. If you overhear your woman talking to her girlfriend and she say, "Girl, you love him?" "Yeah, I love him." "You trust him?" "Not as far as I can see it." To become emotionally intelligent, you gotta have a wealth of knowledge. Women love a intelligent man. This is what they love, bro. I'm talking to you. If you don't know nothing, act like it. Listen and repeat what you hear. Come home and tell your girl, "Baby, look what I learned today." She's gonna be impressed. You might have just read something on a bumper sticker or somebody's car that made sense. Made you sound like you were smart. But it'll put that smile on that woman's face because that's what women like. You have to obtain good advice in order to give good advice. I'm turning around to the men now. Men, how can we lead our women, our households, our children, our families, if we're not given good advice? If we're never given good advice, we'll never be able to give good advice. To become emotionally intelligent, An emotionally intelligent person is a man that doesn't mind embracing his emotions and then being able to stabilize his emotions. So he control his emotions instead of allowing his emotions to control him. Men, you need to take on this energy inside of your relationships. If you don't, the next explosive moment you have, take it to the bank. It's going to be your last. At least with this one. Oh my. Men, I hope you're still with me. Let's talk about what you're missing. This is a very unique reading. And why I say that is this. In the beginning of the reading, we're focused on the women. Then gradually things started shifting towards the men. So now we're focused on the men. But I want everyone, male and female, to think about 3 questions. So at the end of this reading, I'm going to answer them as if I knew the question already. Think about those 3 questions. All right? Men, I'm focusing on you now. What is hidden from you? What are you missing? What's hidden? What is it that you don't see? What is it that you don't feel? What is it that you don't hear? What is it that you don't have? You gotta have foresight. That's why you feel what you feel. Because you can't see down the road. You have no foresight. Even though things could be in disarray within your relationship, men, you're in control. If you have foresight, you can see the end. And in between now, which is the current, and the future, you have the ability to change the outcome. I don't want to break nobody up, but it's at least one man right now that know that he is entangling himself with a woman that is not of his caliber. And I'm not talking about me. This man seeks an attractive, edifying, mature woman. But guess what? The one that you're entangling yourself with, I'm not judging. I don't know you. I'm not sitting in front of you. I only can tell you what I see in my cards. So, do an evaluation of the ones that you're entangling yourself with. There's another man that has a woman that's rowdy. She's like a pit bull, but he don't want that. But he loves her. Or I ain't gonna say he, I'm talking about you in the third person. You love her. But she's rowdy. And you just as cool, calm, and collective, and passive, and sweet, and every attribute of a good man, you possess it. You're loyal, you're generous, you're faithful, you're kind. But you're with a woman that's complete opposite of you. So then when your emotions rises, she don't understand why, because she never seen you act like that. And because of her fear, she's going to suppress her rowdiness, and that's going to confuse you because you never seen her act like that. There's another man that's watching this video, which I hear you speaking to your wife, I believe she is, in regarding values, her values, her ability to clean the home and to assist with the family. I don't want to get too much in y'all's business, but these, for the three men that I was just speaking to, you know, this is all you're missing. If the woman you with could give you what you're seeking, you'll be with her forever. I know that. You know that. And she know that. We'll go into a more in-depth personal one-on-one meeting. So let's talk about this. Will the relationship be successful? I don't want to tell you no. That depends on you. But if it does not work out, then you have to have a peaceful resolution. You have to move on. They have to move on. So why not make it peaceful? Communication is key within a relationship as well as when you're exiting a relationship. And if this reading really hit home, be it the men or the women, at the decision that you decide to make, please make sure that you're willing to live with that decision. If you stay, you made the decision to stay. If you go, you made the decision to go. You can't blame him and you can't blame her. The only person that can feel regret would be you. But this is what I'm going to share with you. If this reading is hit home for you, ladies and gentlemen, when you get tired of being tired, you will say no and mean it. And that will end all of your conflicts. So, remember those three questions that I told you to ask?
Go ahead.
And I will answer them.
That's not the answer card. It's in the box. That's it.
And I would answer them as if I knew the answer already. Think about those three questions again for me. The first question. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen in an abundance. Very successful.
Lucrative.
Very lucrative.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. The second question. Stop questioning yourself. The thoughts that you're having so many thoughts about the same thing. Because of the many thoughts, it creates many different emotions. So now you feel like you have the world on your shoulders. And the answer to the third question, remain positive. No matter what the thoughts are, no matter what the emotions that you may be experiencing, know that as long as you remain positive, it's going to work out in your favor in much abundance. Hey, I am Mr. Virgo Storm.
Hey. And I am the original Virgo Storm. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed him. I did. Don't forget that like button. Share, subscribe. Bring along a friend. You know my motto, it don't cost you a dime. I am Virgo Storm, and we leave you at peace, love, and light.